Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Now, when it comes to Dillian Whyte, I don't want to be seeing him fight literally anybody unless it's going to be Tyson Fury for the WBC heavyweight world title. That's the belt that he's been going for a long time and all that kind of thing. So anybody else, I'm really not bothered about. Of course, I'm always going to watch Dillian Whyte. I'm always going to support him, of course. And I am excited about the Povetkin fight. And I do think that Dillian Whyte will win this one, but it's going to be quite tough. That's for sure. But when it comes to trilogies, I've got a thing about trilogies. I've always had this thing. I don't need to see them unless it's absolutely necessary. As in, one of them's a world champion and the other one got themselves into a mandatory position. Sure, let's see the third fight. Okay, I'm never against a champion defending against his mandatory, no matter who the mandatory is. Okay, so when I'm seeing this article about Dereck Chisora saying how he wants that third fight with Dillian Whyte, it has that bit of a sinking feeling in me. Anyway, we're getting to Dereck Chisora's statement. This is what he had to say. I'm better than him. I won the first fight. They gave it to him. Then in the second fight, I had a funny ref. I will push to get another fight and a rematch against Dillian 100%. That's Dereck Chisora's statement. Now, I like Dereck Chisora. I think most of us like Dereck Chisora. And he's one of these kind of guys, he can have a poor day at the office and then come back and get a fantastic win, like against Carlos Takam, for example. And he's right back in the mix again. But a third fight between him and Dillian, I don't need to see it right now. I want to see Dillian go fight for the WBC belt, Tyson Fury, and then the winner go fight Anthony Joshua. That's me personally. Dillian Whyte, he's earned that shot at the WBC belt. So the likes of Dereck Chisora, who, of course, I'm a massive fan of, I don't need to see it again. Now, when Dereck Chisora is saying how he won the first fight, but they gave it to Dillian Whyte, again, that's not entirely true. It's a very close fight, and I know a lot of people do feel Dereck Chisora won that fight, and that's fine. But, again, let's be openly, brutally honest here. Dillian Whyte knocked Dereck Chisora to the canvas in that first fight, and the referee did not count it. Go back, watch the replay. That was a legitimate knockdown. So, no matter how you look at it, Dillian Whyte was the right person to win that fight. In the rematch, Dillian Whyte made sure of it and he knocked Dereck Chisora cold out. Now, Chisora can say that there was a funny referee in the second fight. Why was he funny? Why? Because he stopped Chisora doing what he always does, which is punch his opponent in the balls. He does it repeatedly. Go watch the first fight with Dillian Whyte and you'll see him doing it on numerous occasions. In fact, virtually every time Dereck Chisora goes past a couple of rounds, he's doing it. He's clumping his opponent in the nuts. That's not Queensberry rules. So, of course, you're going to get a point docked at some point. You're going to get warnings. And that's ultimately what happened. He got a point docked. But it's not like Chisora can say that really affected him because his style didn't change. He kept doing the same thing. He kept coming forward, throwing the same punches. As Dillian Whyte said, I knew what he was going to do. He's going to throw the right hand and he's going to leave the chin up in the air, which is what happened. And he caught him. Yes, Chisora was winning that fight because Dillian Whyte was letting him win that fight. He wanted to knock him out. He didn't want to beat him on points again. He didn't want people saying, oh, that was a close fight, Chisora won. No, he wanted to knock him out, and that's exactly what he'd done. That was the tactics of it. Do I need to see a third fight? No, I don't. I want to see Dillian Whyte go fight Tyson Fury. That's what I want to see. Maybe get a third fight with Chisora a little later down the line if Chisora can get himself into a mandatory position if Dillian Whyte becomes champion. If not, if Dillian Whyte gets his world title shot and loses against Fury as an example and he's going to build up again, sure, get the third fight on. But right now, no, I don't really need to see it. Much like the same people who are saying how they really want to see the Wilder Fury Part 3. I don't want to see that fight. And it's only really the people who really want to see Deontay Wilder get battered or they're a Deontay Wilder fan. But a lot of these same people are all against Triple G Canelo Part 3. Even though the first fight was a draw, I felt Triple G won the first fight. And the second fight, again, very, very close fight. Again, I felt that Triple G won that one, but I can see why people say that Canelo done. So if you were against Triple G Canelo Part 3, surely you should be against Wilder Fury Part 3 when Fury absolutely annihilated him. So a third fight between Dillian Whyte and Dereck Chisora right now? No. That's my honest answer to it. As a if anyone wants to look at it as a neutral fan and you want to see good fights, we know Dereck Chisora, he gets up for a fight against Dillian Whyte more than he does anybody else. And it makes for great TV viewing, doesn't it? But anyway, for me personally, do I want to see it? Not really. I think Dillian Whyte, he's already proven that he's better than Dereck Chisora. And he needs what it is that he's been working for. That world title shot against a WBC champion, whoever that may be. Currently, Tyson Fury. That's my thoughts. You drop me yours. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you all in the next video.